What's going on, world? Welcome to Judith Plains Montana, and in today's episode we're going to be putting the mowers to use on the clover fields and the alfalfa fields. Put them on like so, and we will also have to get a new piece of equipment because, well, the John Deere tractor that we have isn't really going to work out. So let me get over to the field and we'll get to it. Should go fairly quick, I think. I hope. They're not. Well, this one's a bigger field. Maybe we should do the little one first. And then we can put the worker on the other one while we pick up the probably why we needed that second tractor. Oops, back, unfold to do other work on the farm. But it is what it is. AI. Yeah, you can go around once, work the headlands. Yeah, there's no collision, so should be okay. Get it done, bro. We only have this tractor. Yes. I believe it is time that we eventually trade this guy in. Is the bigger one, so this is 374. And we want the 400 power drive. Well, I don't know if I want power shifts. CVT works fine. I think we're just gonna go with standard. We're gonna do 3 tons. We're gonna do US. Do you want the Pro Connect? Yeah, we want better yields. So, if I do higher purchase, I gotta put down 18 grand. Put 10% down. 3 years. We're paying like 10 grand a month. Yeah, we can do 9. I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm not gonna use this for anything. So, I'm just gonna go trade it in for the other one. It is the new Case Magnum 340 AFS with CVX drive. So, looks like that guy is finished, so we'll drop off the clover. Pick up the alfalfa. We'll let this all turn to silage. And then we'll need to go make the rounds, see what we got. We'll do that later on today, after we pick up the alfalfa. A little tight, no, too tight. Alright. Alright, so we'll get started, wait for that guy to finish. I'll put him back. So let's check out what the chickens got. We have 73 grand. We have 0 eggs. 1 pallet. Not that much wool. Whoops, I skipped it. And 1 case of beer. And it is only 9:40. That's probably why. Let me put this up 5. So we have 33,000 barley, 59,000 water. Soil types, pHs. We need to buy the soil samples. Sure. Stop. So that should be pretty decent because, well, they have the alfalfa balsam radish. Soil types is loam, so mostly loam and a little bit of sandy loam up in there. Nitrogen, it needs a little love. Yield was, Alright, if you've made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. That is going to be all for today. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.